Hello everybody, my name is Bling, and today we have some Tokyo Mirage Sessions gameplay with us. This is the North American version of the game, so unfortunately we will not have any bikinis with us. But, don't worry, even without them there's plenty of anime fun to go around. So this little session of gameplay that I have is going to be about 40 minutes. I'm going to split it up into two videos. Look at that playtime. More playtime than any normal person will ever have in a game like this. This is about a 40 to 60 hour game at the most. So for this session of gameplay, I'm pretty much just going to be fighting some tough enemies and just sort of showing off what characters do and how this game works. It's a very, very good game in my opinion. It's developed by Atlas. So while most people consider this game to just be anime bullshit, which it is, even then, it's still a game created by Atlas, still an RPG created by Atlas, creators of Persona, creators of Shin Megami Tensei. So you know it's gonna be a fun JRPG to play at the very least. So anyway, there I was showing off my party, showing off the kind of what I'm running on them, what I'm running on the main character, Itsuki. I'm going to start off here by fighting this red mirage. Now these red mirages here are way below our level, but I do need to fight them to get this material that they give off called prestige, which is needed to create weapons. And I'm currently, pretty much what I'm doing at this point in the game is just remaking weapons and getting them as strong as I can possibly get them. So unlike the Shin Megami Tensei and Persona series of games, when you hit a weakness in this game, you don't get an extra turn. More so, you get this thing called sessions. When you get a session, basically extra damage that your party members give off. I think it's a pretty interesting mechanic. I think it's a good alternative to it. It certainly fits the way the game works. So yeah, we finished that up already, and you see we got that prestige to the side. I'm going to be using that to make some weapons later on. But now we're going to hopefully try to find a Savage Mirage. Now these Savage Mirage enemies, they will always be a certain level higher, certain amount of levels higher than the main character, that being Itsuki. So these enemies will be, I believe the max level they will be above you is a 6. So these enemies are probably level 92, and they're way higher than my party members. So what I'm going to do is start off here, since these are very dangerous enemies. I'm going to start off by sort of scouting out what kind of damage I can do to them, and then once I realize I can't really do that much damage to them, I'm going to use this special skill to sort of slow them down so they can't really hurt me as much. This one right here is quite kawaii, and this will confuse the enemies. I think it has a variety of different effects it could take, but most of the time it confuses them. Now unfortunately, confusion, they can still attack us like he does right there, and it's very unlucky because he gets the poison on both Itsuki and Kiryu. So here, debating on what to do, I have this skill called Wormicide that does more damage to these Dragon Mirages. But luckily, an ad-lib performance happened. Now, ad-lib is it's basically a special skill that happens at random. The luck stat does factor in, but pretty much it's still luck based. And what this will do, it will instantly kill these Dragon Mirages, which is very, very nice. Very lucky. Oh, it didn't kill that guy because this red guy here is not a Dragon Mirage, but it did kill the other two because they were Dragon Mirages. And here I get even more lucky and I get another ad-lib from Ellie, aka second best girl. And here we got her looking real nice and cute. Now, that skill she does there does a lot of damage, and it also charms. But it seems like the charm didn't go over the confusion, and that's fine because it's dead anyway. Ellie gets a level up. She doesn't get that great of growth though, and they're decent. I mean, level ups in this game are completely random. You do have, sort of base stats for your characters. Each key is basically all around. His stats aren't very good, but they're all very balanced. So here I get Eleanor to 77. So I'm gonna switch out and show off the skills of a party member called Momori. As you probably saw in some of the sessions earlier, she's a lolly, but she's actually also the tank of the group. So I'm gonna show off what she can do, and she's a very good tank. Yeah, she's actually capable of doing some very amazing stuff, which I will be showing off here. So here I figured it'd be best off just to get a little bit of damage off on all of them. Now, because of Mamori's weapon and because of Kiria's weapon, they both absorb ice, and this red guy really likes to use ice attacks. So you'll see that come to save me a little bit later on in the video. So that's what Warmicide would do normally without the special ad-lib performance happening. Now what happened there, Ellie has a passive skill that basically when she hits an enemy, she has a chance of making them go last in the turn. That's very nice. It's a very helpful passive, and it does amazing things. That's why I really like Eleanor as a party member. So here I'm figuring out what I should do, because I have basically 4 turns ahead of me of damage that's going to come to me. So I'm trying to decide what would be the best thing to do here with Mamoru. I think I end up deciding that the best thing to do is using marking, which will make enemies target me, and she resists lances, and these dudes really like to use lance skills, so she'll be able to tank hits a lot. Unfortunately, that's not what happens. These dudes decide to use their magic attacks, and what's even worse, that they end up using it 3 times in a row. So after these couple of turns here, we're in actually a pretty bad shape. But at least here on the last turn, he does use his lance attack. And as you can see, Mamori tanks it very well. Also because she has a passive skill that gives her a chance of guarding when she gets attacked. So that's what happened there. That's also why she took so little damage. Here, since we're in such a bad situation, I decided it'd be best to sort of try to slow him down a little bit. Also, she has a passive that lets her possibly block an attack for a party member, which is also very, very nice. And she also her passive works together, so she can also have a chance to guard when she does that. Very, very nice. Here I decided it'd be best to heal myself back to full. But these guys are charmed. He unfortunately recovers from charm, but it's alright because he attacks Mamori, and Mamori completely eats that attack. He fortunately uses a magic mirror, and that actually comes back to really do some good for us later on. So I'm trying to figure out what would be the best thing to do here. I decided it's best to just go for some damage. And here we have these things called, I believe they're called duo arts. Duo performances, 1 or 2. But these are also random. I believe the luck stat factors into them too. But yeah, they're also like ad-libs, except they use 2 characters instead of 1, and they have various different effects. But this one is here with the 2 lollies, unfortunately. As bullshit as this is actually a very helpful skill because it gives me SP, which allows me to use my special performances. Their special skills. So you see up in the top right hand corner and gave me some SP. And there's a good example of Tsubasa missing her attacks all the time. She misses her attacks all the time, other than her magic attacks. So here, I decided to go for some more damage. Now, in a game like this, where you want to hit weaknesses to get those sessions going and add damage to them, you actually skills like Mega Lounge, which are quite notorious and in the SMT and Persona series, you actually don't want to use them very often. So right there, a little bit earlier, you saw the Dragon Mars take like 175 in reflected damage from those magic mirrors that it gave us earlier. So that was very nice. So here I'll finish that one off with Wormicide. So here I'm looking at what I should do. I decided to just go ahead and do some damage to this guy since he's starting to get kind of low. Nice combination. So yeah, at this point I just go in for the kill. Right there you see EP cost waved up over there. That's another passive skill I get from a member of the cast that doesn't involve themselves in the fight. Tiki, I get that skill from doing her side missions, side stories. It's very nice. Comes in handy. Helps a lot with EP conservation. Here I decided it's best to just kind of heal up. I hate this, but I actually like it. I hate how much I love it. I don't want to admit it. But anyway, that's going to heal us. Mamori doesn't have any ad-lib skills, but that's because she has more special skills than anybody else. She has 5, and they're all very good, particularly her healing ones. So I decided to go for some damage here. Here use Wormicide, and I get another ad-lib, but it's kind of pointless at this point. I guess it made it go a bit faster. I probably would have had to go another turn. Very well done. I think Mamori really showed off what she's capable of doing. Also, if you couldn't have tell from her skills, Kiria is our dedicated mage of the group. Very high magic attack. Very high magic defense too. So here I decided I'm looking pretty low on EP, so with Tsubasa. So I decided to report so we can go back to a place where I can heal up, which is the main hub of the game, I guess you could say. It's the little office where stuff happens. So I go to this vending machine, I get a drink. It's basically a full heal. It also boosts our luck. So here we have best girl Maiko over here. She's a real best girl. We got Tsubasa over there looking all cute and stuff. And here's where we have the trophies, the achievements of this game. Now I have quite a few of them. I was considering 100%ing this game. It'll probably be the first game I ever 100%ed. After a while, I decided it's just I don't really have the time to be trying to 100% this game. At least not anytime soon. But yeah, this game does have some pretty nice achievements. Actually, very enjoyable to look through. Here I have Subasa's sister. Her name is Ayaha, but she's basically a completely useless, unused character in this game. Very worthless. Very gets a lot of lack of screen time. But anyway, I'm gonna go to this blue door right here and basically go to a whole nother world. Now here is where our carnages, the weapons we were using. This is where they take their humanoid forms, I guess. And as you can see, they're all Fire Emblem characters, or the soul spirit of Fire Emblem characters, or whatever. It's pretty cool, I guess. Tharja over here. These are not all their original designs. They have completely different original designs. It's just that I've changed them through Unity. So yeah, here's where the first part ends, and on to the second part.